Well, if a trip to Naples is in your future, go straight to a pizzeria. But if you're here in Casey, we're going to show you how to make a traditional Italian pizza, Neapolitan style. Daisy Rodriguez Gavala of Oregano and Thyme is in with the recipe. So let's talk about this. What is the difference between like regular pizza and Neapolitan?
So the traditional Italian pizza is much thinner. Usually there's only, there's one per person. It's much smaller, it has a lot fewer toppings, and it's much fresher.
Okay, well, you've actually already gotten started with the dough. Let's talk about what kind of flour was used in it.
Right, so we use this flour, which is 00 flour.
So this looks really fine.
It's very, very fine. It's almost like a powder. It has a higher gluten content as well as a higher protein content. So that adds to its elasticity and makes it easier to make pizza, breads, and other baked goods with it.
Okay, so let's take a look at how elastic it actually is.
Okay.
You know, from somebody who knows their way around throwing some dough around.
It also makes it easier for you to make a pizza at home.
Okay.
So we mix in our 00 flour with yeast, salt, and water.
Okay.
This
is what it ends up looking like.
It ends up looking like this. After about 10 minutes, you let it sit so that it rises a little bit. Then it is, as you can see, in an oiled bowl. Then as you
And what kind of oil did you use there?
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
We always use olive oil. Extra virgin preferably.
Okay.
Then this amount of dough will make you 4 pizzas, so it's one for each person pretty much, because it's very, very thin. The bread is very thin. You divide those into balls about this size. This is also risen already, and as you can see, it's really soft and easy to work with.
It's very pliable. You can actually see the elasticity, so that is like a little bit of the difference.
So that is one, yeah, very much so. So here we have extended about one ball of that, and it's all you do. It's really simple. I mean, flatbreads have been around throughout history forever, and basically that's what pizza is. It's a flatbread.
And this is actually going to be very thin.
It's going to be quite thin. So you stretch it out with your hands. No need for a rolling pin or anything like that. It's really, really simple.
You're making it look very simple. Are there any like tips and tricks to not getting it like to stick to the pan or anything like that?
Well, at the bottom we have semolina, which is a coarser flour.
Okay.
But again, you can use this flour, which is more of the 00, at the bottom, and just keep pressing until it's about 12 inches.
Okay, now it might be time for the toppings? Is that what
Correct.
we're looking for?
So if you'd like, you can just spoon a little bit of crushed tomatoes. These are San Marzano tomatoes, crushed. They come ready in a can.
Okay,
and you don't add anything to it, just the tomato.
Okay, and then what do you like about this particular type of tomato? Because like this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
This is a really pulpy tomato. So when you use it, you use less of it, and it's really, really concentrated tomato flavor.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's a generous amount.
No
In
more.
Italy, we would use less. So spread that out. Add your cheeses to it.
That's some beautiful mozzarella there.
It's just some plain mozzarella.
Okay.
Put some of those around. Not tons of it.
And this is the type of pizza where the mozzarella, when you actually bake it, it's going to really spread out.
It's going to spread out, but maybe not as much as if it were grated, where it becomes like it's plastered. And then you add your
add a little olive oil, and then
oil.
What do we have to finish it off?
Well, you pop it in the oven, you cook it. Once it's done, the cooking time will vary. It's a 500-degree oven so that it cooks really, it kind of flash cooks. And then you take it out and
we've got our toppings here, right?
So the toppings are very fresh, and this is what makes it really quite different. Once you have your cooked pizza, all you do is put some arugula on it. In this sort of pizza, you're just going to put some arugula, some prosciutto. It's almost like a salad on top of your pizza, which makes it just lovely for the summer. And add a little bit of olive oil to that, and there you have it.
Okay, well, we're wrapping up here. Daisy, thank you so much for showing us this traditional Italian pizza. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.